Good evening, YouTube. It is now time for my Royal Rumble reaction video. Now, of course, I've waited long enough to have talk about this. I will be putting a spoiler thing on my feed. So obviously, this is people who have watched it before, people who haven't. Obviously, for when you have, come check out my video. And let's discuss. Let's jump straight into it. For match number one, Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the US title. This match, I certainly didn't expect for Nakamura to win back the US title, especially on a pre-show, because I said in the preview that this guy has been completely out of action. Not out of action, been on SmackDown for ages. Same goes for Rusev, and his momentum's being killed. But this is now his second US title reign, so we shall see what happens from now. So fingers crossed. This is a rebirth of Nakamura. For Rusev, well, he it's a shame that creative haven't really got there for much from him at that moment, because you hear the chants going Rusev Day, Rusev Day. You can't ignore that. So don't be surprised if he leaves and ends up in the AEW down the road. Please don't cut Rusev. We need you. There was another pre-show match added. Glorious Gable versus Razar and I think it was Dash Wilder of the Revival. Basically, after they won, they get a tag match. It was literally a thrown together match. I won't comment too much on it. It literally was filler for the pre-show, so it was a decent match, but hardly memorable. The fatal four-way for the Cruiserweight Championship, the champion Buddy Murphy versus Hideo Itami, Akira Tozawa, and Kalisto. Back and forth match, brilliant match. This is one match that should have been on the pre-show. That should have been on the main show. These cruiserweights are just incredible. How they act and react. So hopefully come for WrestleMania, they might get a spot on the card. But usually, pre-show matches are reserved for cruiserweights, which is a shame. But it is what it is. But a fantastic match. Buddy Murphy retained, and there you go. So on to the main show. As predicted, the first match was Becky versus Becky Lynch. She's just Becky. Becky Lynch versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. A really good back and forth match, which had a very quick ending with Becky tapping out to the Asuka lock. I didn't expect such a quick finish from a really good back and forth match. So but there you go. The finish I think it was a bit too quick, but the overall match showcased why these two are one of the best female wrestlers in the not only in WWE but on SmackDown. Cool. So I think there was a reason for the quick tap out. We will get to that later. The second match, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships between The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro versus Miz, Shane McMahon and The Miz. Once again, a match that had a lot more creativity to it than I actually expected. There were the usual spots of Shane trying the flying elbow and the coast to coast. I think the most brilliant thing about it was the attempted double coast to coast. So in the end, The Miz and Shane McMahon are your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I still think that they're going to be clashing at WrestleMania in a match, but obviously they gotta wait till they pull the trigger just yet. So yeah, there we go. What was next? Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. To me, I thought this was the match of the night. I am slightly biased towards Ronda Rousey because along with Bayley, she is my girl. So yeah, Um, brilliant match, brilliant storytelling. I honestly thought that towards the end, like that Sasha was going to win the match. They really went like when they're quite deep, like allowing her to get like a lot more like offense than some of the wrestlers have been like allowed to get a lot of offense on their Ronda Rousey, and I think like that's really good, like because like it you know like Ronda Rousey is a badass, like she is a powerhouse, but she's also um she can be made to look a bit like vulnerable at the same time, which is good ring psychology and good storytelling. Um, like at the end, like the handshake, like was really good, and Sasha saying like to not to Ronda like this isn't over, and I believe like it isn't over. You know, although like we sort of know like what the main event for well at least like one of like the main events for WrestleMania are going to be, but like there could still be a way that Sasha Lava gets herself in. So we shall see. But what a match. So yes. The women's Royal Rumble. Um, yeah. So like last year, like was more based on like nostalgia, like allowing like lots of Trish Stratus, Lita, Molly Holly, Kelly, like the entrance. There were no legends like this year. It was a mix of obviously you had like the Raw women, the SmackDown women, NXT, and some developmental people coming in. Um, they all played a part. Like there was like some good comedy. Of course, a lot with Billy Kay hiding under the ring, and then like Hornswoggle chasing her off. So it's good to see like a good old like Hornswoggle. Um, of course, like you had like Alana coming in. Um, she got what was it? Yeah, like so I had like Alana coming in, and then like Becky Lynch took her place. Nia Jax then intervened on her. Um, and the finish between Charlotte and Becky, I thought that was really good. Like you sort of think, oh, okay, like how can like a one-legged lady throw someone like over like the top rope? Um, Obviously we suspend our belief a bit in storytelling, but in the story for this, it it was made like to believe that sort of this against a lot of all the odds, and Becky like a well deserved like a winner. Charlotte will somehow find her way into like the main event, like with the women's title picture at WrestleMania. But so far, yeah, that was a good finish. So on to the two top title matches. Like the first one, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I thought was like a very good back and forth match. Like this was the match like that was going to be like the more technical of the two title like matches. Daniel Bryan and AJ put on like a masterclass. This is the type of match you don't get to see often. Um, the finish I thought I was a little bit rushed. It was a bit straight. I suppose sort of like you want to like to protect both. Obviously, like AJ was going to lose because it's too soon for Daniel Bryan to lose the belt. But surprised to see the return of Eric Rowan provide an assist for Daniel Bryan. So maybe like this is the start of a new stable like for Daniel Bryan. Like who knows, like but now like he's got backup like in the terms of Eric Rowan. So there you go. Um, Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. I know, like I said, like it's Finn like all the way, and I still believe like it should have been. If I'm honest, this was more of a spot match. Didn't it lasted like a lot? Sorry, it didn't last as long as I thought like it would. I think like you could count like maybe like just under the 10 like minute mark. Um, Finn started like really well, like the coup de grace, like the sing blade, punches, kicks, everything like he threw at Brock Lesnar. Um, I think I would have preferred Finn to have been pinned, like rather than like having tap, like because having him tap, like in the Kimura, it does make him look slightly weak, like which he's not. He's not a weak character. He's a strong build character. So like to make him look like a little bit weak, like having him tap out, I thought was a bit. I'm not sure about that. Um, but yeah, love a fair play to Finn. Like he gave a good showing. So it just wasn't to be. So here we go. Like the main event, the men's Royal Rumble. The first two to enter. So Elias started like as number one. Like a good way like starting like with his entrance. Number two, I actually called this. And I sort of thought, okay, Elias is here like with his guitar. There's got to be someone coming out next, like who's also like good luck with the guitar. Honky Tonk Man springs to mind. Of course, he would have got a pop, but nowhere near as big as pop as Hall of Famer Double J Jeff Jarrett. That's GEFFJARETT, and I agree. But wow, like to see Jeff Jarrett and the reaction like he got, that was huge. Like they were going to HON until like a last like cracked him like on the back, and like with his guitar and threw him over the top rope. Yeah, there wasn't like much like the women's. Like there wasn't like that many like legends or guest spots appearances and stuff like that. I think like they wanted to focus like more on sort of like the vast talents of the WWE. Like some NXT I suppose like you could say like they were like surprises like with Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano, and Pete Dunne. Yeah, Pete Dunne's a beast, like isn't he? um, but yeah, lots of spots, lots of back and forth. Nia Jax jumping R-Truth in the number 30 spot was a real big shock. Obviously, as years to come, we've had likes of Beth Phoenix and Chyna enter the Royal Rumble, so Nia Jax becomes the third woman to enter the men's Royal Rumble. Like a fair play, that's Nia Jax. Like she actually got some good of offense in, and she also took a bump or two, mainly like the 619 and a hellish RKO by Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre went on the tear as you expected. What else? Oh yeah, so we had the finish between between Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins. What it came down to, good finish. So in the end, Seth Rollins is going to WrestleMania. Burn it down. So yeah, I'm very pleased that's Seth Rollins has won the Royal Rumble. Braun Strowman or Drew McIntyre would have also been great not contenders about it wanted to be. So better luck next year, guys. But yeah, love Seth Rollins to win the Rumble. I thought was fantastic. Very well deserved. Really good. That happened. But yeah, that was the Royal Rumble. I thought it was a great event. I really enjoyed having the night out with Tess Dowling, Dan Simpson and James Bryan, and Callum Carson and his mate Tom. Yeah, brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Good night out. So also, like I said, in my predictions video, I have a monthly predictions battle with my mate Adam Griffin. Yeah, as it turns out, it was a 5-5 draw, so champion keeps his belt. So once again, Adam wins. Not this Adam. I wish it was me, but Adam Griffin wins the predictions battle. 3 weeks until the next pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber. I'd like to win back my title going into WrestleMania. I've got two more chances before that happens. If not, I'll just wait until I win on the grandest stage of them all. So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, that was the Royal Rumble the Royal Rumble reaction / recap video. Yeah, it's been a good event. So if anybody can click like, share, and subscribe on this video. That'd be fantastic. So hopefully, like, you all like have a very good night and a good sleep. I shall speak to you all soon. Good night.